Hi, my name's Jim Greeny and I'm here to give a video review of the Tabiger 16-1 60-watt soldering iron kit. Now, occasionally you may feel the need to try to start out on an adventure to solder something or fix something on your television. You'd be surprised at how many things can be fixed quite inexpensively, but you may not have the materials necessary in order to do that. That's what's nice about this soldering kit. It comes in actually a fairly nice little box. It looks like a tackle box. Maybe it is. Who knows? But it's been repurposed for this. It's set up very nicely. It's got some compartments on top if you want to keep resistors or whatever other little electronic pieces in there. But you get this very nice. This little thing heats up quickly. Now all of this is a part. This is the soldering gun and the soldering tip. Pen, I think would be the appropriate word. This is a soldering pen. It's adjustable temperature, which is very good, especially when you're around certain types of electronics. It heats up quickly. There's a little LED light. Why do I not have this thing plugged in? Well, I started to, and I almost burned myself twice, and I decided it would be safer for me not to plug it in. But there's an LED light to tell you that it is plugged in. You can adjust the temperature. This thing heats up very, very rapidly. They give you this little sponge. It is dead flat. Whenever you get it, you get it wet. It's just like when we were in school. It swells up. It's really cool. This you could see. This thing is. You can't hear that, but you might be able to see some of the steam coming off of this if your picture is good enough. Because this thing was just on. It gives you this little holder in here to do that. To hold it in one place. This little base comes with it. You get two nuts to go on this thing, and it slips right in there like that, and then you can set it down and not burn yourself or the house down or anything else nearby. They give you rosin. The rosin is necessary. You want to make sure that these tips, they send you 5 additional tips in addition to the one that's on the soldering pen. And these you want to rosin, and then you pre-tin them. For those of you that use soldering guns, you know that that's probably a question everybody has. No, these are not pre-tinned. You get to do it. But just always do it, even if you think they are, because that way it'll be a lot easier later on. So you get the 5 tips, you get the rosin, you get something called soldering wick. Cool stuff. If you're working on a circuit board and you've got a little bit of a pool of solder around the component, when the solder is still pooling, when it's still liquid, you put this on there, and what this does is this is braided copper wire that they put in there, and it uses capillary action. It basically sucks it out. But there's another way you can do this. This is called a solder pump or a solder sucker. That doesn't sound good, but it's a solder pump. You press a little button. Now watch. It actually works. Liquid solder, if you've got a bunch of it and you want it out of the way quick, you put this tip on there, you hit that, and it basically sucks it up. The minute it sucks it up, it solidifies, and then you can take it apart and clean it back out when it's done. You get 2 sets of tweezers. You get a set of, these are non-magnetic. You get a set of straight tweezers and a set of curved tweezers, and these are actually made quite well. I was very impressed with how everything are made. These are close-cut tweezers. Close-cut cutters. Sorry, I just showed you tweezers. We're now onto the cutters. And this will be able to trim the different components. Usually you don't want, like for example, if you're putting in resistors or capacitors, they stick through, the 2 wires, lead wires stick through too far. You can trim them off after you solder them in place. I would not do it before then. They give you some very fine wire. I think this is probably 18-20 gauge wire that they send you. They send you a little piece of electrical tape. We all need electrical tape, even if you don't put it on a circuit board. For some reason, we have to have that. And of course, they send you an X-Acto knife with 1 blade. You also get this screwdriver that functions as a tester. It's a little tester. It's actually got a fuse on the inside of this thing, and it has both a Phillips head on this, and you pull it out, and it's a slotted on the other side. And that lights up if you've got juice, which you really do not want to be sticking that in an outlet, but that's for a circuit board so you can tell if there's power flowing or not. Great little set. I mean, everything's there. They give you everything you need to accomplish a job. So I would highly recommend this set, and it's really very well made. $19.99. Of course, that was as of today, and today is the 16th of August. of 2017, and that price could change because normally it's around $40 is this set, and $40 would actually be a good it would be a good price for it anyway. But you get a lot for your money in this, and it's very well made. I highly recommend it.